Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger viewers. Evil Thing. A Tale of That DeVille Woman by Serena Valentino. Copyright Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2020. Chapter 14. Cruella DeVille. It had been almost a month since the fire. I was still staying with my mamma in Belgrave Square, sequestered in my old room, refusing to see anyone. That is until the morning my mamma came crashing into my room with a battalion of maids. She directed them like a great general, pointing them in various directions and barking orders. "Rose, open up those curtains. It's depressing in here. And open a window. Lady Cruella hasn't had fresh air or sunlight in weeks." "Do not open those curtains," I said, from under the blankets, frightening my mother's maid. I wasn't about to get up. I didn't care how many maids my mother brought into my room. I was staying put. I pulled the duvet over my head and tried to hide from the mayhem that overtook my solitude. From under my duvet, I could see the room was filled with bright afternoon light. I could make out the shadows of many servants scurrying around the room, doing my mamma's bidding. "Violet, draw Lady Cruella a bath," barked my mother, startling me. I had refused any visitors for weeks. I wasn't used to all that noise and commotion. It was unsettling to be besieged by so much happening at once, and all I wanted to do was go back to sleep. I was exhausted and heartbroken. I didn't understand why my mamma was trying to force me up. "I am not taking a bath," I said from under the covers. "Cruella, stop acting like a child, and come out from under those covers at once. You will get out of that bed, bathe and dress yourself," my mother said. I could see her shadow standing over me from under the duvet. "Sarah, where's the tray I asked to be prepared for Lady Cruella?" "In the hall, your ladyship," the maid said, rushing to go get it. "I'm not hungry," I yelled after her. But she was back with the tray before I could finish protesting. I could see her shadow standing over me, holding the tray and waiting for me to sit up. "Cruella, sit up, and at least have a little something to eat." This time my mother's voice was raised. She was getting angry, and that was the last thing I wanted, so I reluctantly came out from under the covers, squinting because the room was flooded with light. The room went silent. Everyone stared at me. "My goodness! Everyone out of the room at once! Violet, call the doctor now!" My mamma looked positively gobsmacked. All the maids scattered like frightened mice. "What is it, mamma? What's wrong?" I asked. Her face was filled with a mixture of worry and horror. "Mamma, what is it?" "Nothing, my dear, nothing," she said, petting my hand and trying to pretend everything was all right. "Mamma, what's the matter?" I said, getting up from the bed. She was starting to frighten me. "Tell me what's wrong, please." "It's your hair, Cruella. It turned white." My mamma has always been rather dramatic and prone to exaggeration. The fact was, only half of my hair had turned white. The other half was still pitch black, as it always had been. But leave it to mamma to send the household into a panic over something as trivial as my hair color. Later that afternoon, the doctor came by. My mother was fretting, coddling, and hovering so much he tried to send her out of the room. "I have no intention of leaving the room, Dr. Humphrey. Just look at the state of her. Look at her hair. What in blazes caused that?"
"Lady DeVille has experienced a tremendous and sudden loss. She's suffering from shock and grief," he said.
"But will her hair go back to normal?" my mother asked. The doctor, however, didn't seem concerned for my hair.
"What worries me is how thin your daughter's become,"
he said, studying me.
"I think with a little rest, more sunlight, and a sensible diet, she will be blooming again."
After the doctor left, Mamma talked me into taking dinner in the dining room that evening. She instructed the maid to lay out a lovely dress for me to wear to dinner while I was in the bath, but I couldn't bring myself to wear anything other than my black dress, the one I was wearing when I learned my Jack had died. I found it cleaned and hanging in the closet, next to a number of dresses and nightgowns my mamma had purchased for me and had sent up to my room. It still looked good on me, slinky black and stunning. It went perfectly with my jade earrings and the new jade ring Jack had given me for my birthday. As I stood in my old room, looking at myself in the mirror, I seemed a new person. thinner, older somehow, wiser, and more elegant. I had changed, and I was living in an entirely different world, one without my Jack. It seemed fitting that I, too, was different. I decided I liked my new beauty. I liked the severity of it. I even liked my hair. Only one thing was missing, my fur coat. I put it on. I was myself again. I went downstairs. I was ready. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please come back next time for more. If you haven't had a chance to yet, please take a second, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, say hello, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell as well. And share with a friend who'd like to hear these stories. And if you'd like to help me continue to do these readings, make sure to check out my social media links and Patreon page down below. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. See you next time. Bye.